Welcome back to the waking world. I was starting to get worried there. I can't have you die on me after a lengthy surgery now, can I? My goodness, that would look terrible on me. Who am I? I thought it'd be obvious. But then again, you might still be groggy from the anesthesia. I'm Dr. Elijah Matthews. I'm sure you've heard about me from the others. And mind you, I'm not saying this out of arrogance, it's just that I have a bit of a reputation. Snarky Matthews? For God's sake, is that really what they call me nowadays? I have to admit, it's actually quite funny. But yes, that would be me. That being said, I do find it to be a bit of an exaggeration. Still, I don't really bother correcting anyone. Why? Well, let's just say it deters people from being reckless and stupid around the base. This way, they won't have to deal with my sharp tongue and I'd have less headaches. It's a win-win situation, right? But speaking of headaches, is it true that not even a week after you came here, you broke your ankles because you thought vaulting over a parked jeep was a good idea? Oh my word, I guess my colleague wasn't kidding then. You're lucky I wasn't the one treating you. Yes, I would have given you an earful. I don't care if he just landed wrong. It's still a stupid idea at the end of the day. Honestly, it baffles and amuses me how some of you can seem like a band of bumbling buffoons here at the base, yet fearsome fighters out in the field. I suppose I'll have to give credit where credit is due. Thankfully, you're not that stupid when you're out there on missions. Or at least, that's what I've heard. Anyway, never mind that. How are you feeling? The fact that you're alive is a miracle. And to think, I'm not usually one to believe in miracles. What happened? Are you sure you'd like to know? Oh, you insist. Well, all right. If you really wanted to know. You were caught in an explosion and suffered multiple second-degree burns, a severe concussion, rupture of the left eardrum, a few cracked ribs, and loss of the right eye. I've done everything I can in my power to save it when you came in, and even then, that wasn't enough. Yes, of course. Those are just a small list of your injuries. And, judging by the look on your face, I'd rather not distress you any further by mentioning the rest. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have even mentioned it at all. But then again, you did insist. Still, despite all of that, you will be all right. Huh? In good hands? My, you flatter me. Frankly, I don't really care what they think of me as a person, but I pride myself on my capabilities as a doctor, so I'm glad that my personality isn't all that I'm known for. I heard from the general that there were a lot of casualties that day. Aside from him, only 2 others survive. It's a big loss for all of us. Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine. It's just a shame, really. I recognize some of the people we lost because I've treated them in the past. Never mind. It's no use ruminating over the past now. When I became a combat medic, I knew what the job entailed. If I kept worrying or feeling guilty about all the people I can't save, I won't be able to do my job properly. Actually, I also don't know why I'm telling you all this. I don't usually engage in conversation with my patients, but here I am. I did say people were exaggerating, didn't I? That's why you should always be careful before trusting anything you might hear. Something, propaganda, or whatever it is. Take this. You spent quite some time under anesthesia. You must be thirsty. Don't mention it. If you need anything else, just call out to me, alright? I won't be too far away. And if you don't see me around, you can use this radio to contact me. Just don't get out of bed to try and get it yourself. Otherwise, I will not hesitate to strap you into bed if I have to. You'd be surprised how many of my patients don't listen to me to try and tough it out, which of course only causes them further injury. And they wonder why I'm so bloody cranky all the time. Anyway, I shall let you get some rest for now. I'll check in with you again in about half an hour. I'm going to go and see the general. Thanks to you, his injuries weren't very severe. But since I know that this loss is going to hit him hard, I thought he could do with a little visit, stubborn as that old man may be. From what I understand, you saved both his and the other soldiers' lives. I don't know the full details of what happened that day yet, but I'm glad at least some of you made it back to base. Right, I'm rambling nonsensically again. You rest well, alright? And remember, don't get out of bed. Yes? What will happen to you? What do you mean by... Oh. I assume you mean to ask if you'd be able to continue service or not, correct? Truth be told, that's not really up to me. Even if you recover fully, I'm not so sure if you'd still be allowed to fight. You'd likely get an honorable discharge, so you might be sent home, away from this place, and... You don't want to go home. Why ever not? Don't you have someone waiting for you at home? A family, a partner perhaps, or a pet? No. I see. I do apologize. I thought that was the norm. But I get it. When you go home, you feel out of place, right? I've been there myself, once. Yes, I don't really have anyone to come home to. This place is sort of like my home now, I suppose. So you feel the same way? Then in that case, I suppose I can put in a word with the general to let you stay. I'm sure he would figure something out. In any case, you could stay here and help me. I could use an extra hand. Not in a medical sense, obviously, but something like bringing extra blankets if a patient needs it. Someone to run errands, basically. As you can see, we are a little short-staffed in the medical department at the moment. If that's not really up your alley, there's plenty of other non-combat roles you could do around here. Though I do hope you will take my offer into consideration. I certainly wouldn't mind the company. Is that so? That's good. I know I can come across as callous and abrasive, but I'm really glad that my words have made you feel a little more at ease. Who would have thought I, of all people, could boost staff morale, huh? Jokes aside, I do hope you'll be able to get some rest. Huh? Thank you. It was rather pleasant talking to you as well. Right, if there's nothing else, you know how to reach me. I'll be back to redress your wounds in about half an hour. Rest well, soldier.